everyone, welcome to Cooking with Taz. In this video, let's make the perfect homemade yogurt in the Instant Pot. So I have to tell you guys something. Once you make the yogurt in the Instant Pot, you will never ever buy store-bought yogurt. Yes, it's that good and it tastes super delicious and it turns out super smooth, silky and thick. For making yogurt in the Instant Pot, obviously we need an Instant Pot, so I'll be using 7-in-1 Duo model. And then we'll need milk, so we can use any kind of milk. It could be 1% or 2% or even whole milk. So I'll be using 1% milk. So next we need starter, which is yogurt. So if you have yogurt in your refrigerator, use that. Use about 3 tablespoons of that. So when we use the starter, the yogurt, we need to make sure it has active bacterial cultures in it. So if you're using store-bought yogurt, check the ingredients list and make sure it has active bacteria in it. Only then it will work and you will be able to make the best tasting yogurt in the Instant Pot. Firstly, we need to boil the milk in the Instant Pot. So in the 7-in-1 model, there is a boil option when we click the yogurt setting, and we need to boil till the temperature reaches to 180 degrees. So we need a thermometer to measure the temperature. So after that, we'll cool down the milk till it reaches to 110 degrees. So that's when we'll be adding the starter, which is the yogurt, and then the yogurt and the milk will be incubated in the Instant Pot for about 8 to 12 hours. So I'll be incubating for 12 hours. So you can go with 8 hours. So the more we incubate, the tangier the yogurt will be. Are you ready to make the best tasting homemade yogurt in the Instant Pot? So guys, let's get started. First step is to boil the milk. So I've washed the stainless steel pot in hot water and I'm going to add milk. I'm adding 6 cups of milk. So the milk that I'm using here is 1% milk. So you can use 1% or 2% or even whole milk. It really doesn't matter. So I like 1% milk because there is not much fat in it. So that's what I'm using here. I'm making the yogurt in Instant Pot 7-in-1 Duo model, and this is 6-quart stainless steel pot. Okay, you can add up to 8 cups of milk, but here I'm adding only 6 cups. So place the stainless steel pot into the main pot. Close with the lid, and you can also keep the sealing ring in the lid. In the Instant Pot 7-in-1 Duo model, first we need to click on Yogurt button. So in order to go to the boil mode, we need to click on Adjust. That's when you will see the boil sign. So this is what we have to use to boil the milk. You don't have to click on anything else. Let the Instant Pot do the magic and let the milk come to a boil. It will take around 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you will hear a beep and you will see the boil sign changes to yogurt. So we'll get there soon. And the pressure release valve, I'm turning it to sealing. It doesn't matter as we are not pressure cooking, but I'm keeping it in sealing. Alright, so let's wait for 30 minutes. If you don't have a 7-in-1 Duo model and if you only have Ultra model, here's what you have to do. So click on the Yogurt button. So in this model, there is no manual setting. You cannot change this to boil mode. So you can only boil the milk in saute mode. So click on the saute mode. So keep the milk in the stainless steel pot and let the milk come to a boil. It will take around only 10 minutes till the temperature reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. After 30 minutes, I find that the boil sign changed to yogurt. So the milk has boiled. So let's cancel the yogurt. Now I'm going to open the lid. Here is the boiled milk. So I'm going to check the temperature. So it has to be at 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. So looks like it's only at 140 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So in the boil mode, looks like the temperature hasn't reached to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the saute mode and boil the milk again till it reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. Let's turn on the saute mode, and so let's boil the milk again till the temperature reaches to 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. So it will only take like 5 minutes in the saute mode. Here is a tip, guys. We can actually boil the milk in saute mode, so we don't have to really turn on the boil mode, and then so it looks like we need to boil again to achieve 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so the milk is coming to a boil. So now I'm going to check the temperature. So it gotta be 180 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Yes, so it has reached 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. So this is good. So now we can remove the stainless steel pot from the main pot. Here is the boiled milk. So next step is to cool down the milk till the temperature reaches to 110 degrees Fahrenheit or around 40 degrees Celsius. So if we keep the milk over the countertop, it will take like 30 minutes to cool down. So in order to accelerate the cooling process, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the stainless steel pot on a saucepan filled with cold water. Right? Oops, I think there's more water in the saucepan. So this is the regular cold water from the tap. You can also add some ice. Alright, so after 5 minutes, I'm going to check the temperature. So it's been 5 minutes. So let's see if it has reached 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's actually beyond 120 degrees. So I'm going to let it cool down for 5 more minutes. After 10 minutes, so I'm going to check the temperature. Alright, so now it will definitely be at 110. So 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit should be good. Yes, so it's close to 110 to 115. So the cooling process has completed. Here is a tip, guys. If you don't have a thermometer, don't worry. Just boil the milk in the saute mode and let it cool down in a cold water bath for 10 minutes. So the temperature will reach to 110 degrees Fahrenheit or around 40 degrees Celsius. So that should work really well too. As you can see, there's a layer of skin on the top, so I'm going to remove that. So let's remove the skin using a spoon. The starter or the yogurt that I'll be using is Astro brand. This is 0% plain, no gelatin yogurt. This is one of my favorite brands, and very important and key thing to ensure is that check the ingredients and it should say active bacterial cultures. Only if there's active bacteria in the yogurt that you're using, you will be able to make yogurt. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. So please make sure there's active bacterial cultures. Now it's time to add our star ingredient or the starter, which is yogurt. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of yogurt. So I'm taking the yogurt in a measuring cup. So I have 3 tablespoons here. So this is plain yogurt and it's fat free. So to this I'm going to add around 1 cup of cooled milk. After that, combine it really well without any lumps. It has to be smooth. So if you have a whisk, use that and whisk it well. Make sure to use only plain yogurt. Do not use any flavored yogurts or yogurts with any sweetener in it. And also the yogurt brand that you really love, use that one, because the yogurt that we are going to make in the Instant Pot will have the taste of the starter that we have used. Right, so now I'm going to add the well combined yogurt and milk to the cooled milk. So add everything. Combine the milk with the yogurt really well. Make sure there are no lumps. So give it a good mix. Since we have placed the stainless steel pot into the cold water bath, we need to wipe off the bottom of the stainless steel pot before placing it into the main pot. Place the stainless steel pot in the main pot. So next we are going to incubate this. So close with the lid. I'm placing the sealing ring in the lid. Next, let's click on the yogurt button. By default, you will see 8 hours. So I'm going to increase the time to 12 hours. So I'm going to incubate for 12 hours. The more you incubate, the more tangier the yogurt turns. So you can do 8 hours if you want, but I'm going with 12 hours. And you can see the countdown has started. So let's wait for 12 hours. It's been 11 hours and 17 minutes. I cannot wait any longer, so I'm going to open the lid and woohoo! Look at the perfect homemade yogurt that's made in the Instant Pot. As you can see, it's very thick. It looks very creamy and silky. This looks stunning, so beautiful. I'm going to take the stainless steel pot out of the main pot. My yogurt looks pretty thick. I only see a little bit of whey or liquid, but if you have a lot of liquid in your yogurt, you can strain it using a cheesecloth and discard all the whey. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna strain it just for the fun of it and just thicken the yogurt. I'm going to place a strainer onto a glass bowl and then place a cheesecloth. So you'll find cheesecloth in most of the grocery stores, and pour the yogurt over the cheesecloth. As you can see, I do have some liquid or whey. Let's now strain the yogurt. So I should have used a bigger cheesecloth next time. Alright, so just give it a good squeeze. Oops, I don't want the yogurt to be coming out. Alright, so as you can see, the liquid or the whey is getting strained. So here is the whey. I'm going to discard it. So here you have it, guys, the best homemade, perfect, creamy, thick, silky yogurt that's made in the Instant Pot. So I'm going to cover the bowl with a cling wrap and going to keep it in the refrigerator for a few hours. Then the yogurt will thicken. I have refrigerated the yogurt overnight, so I'm going to take it out. Look at the thick yogurt. So after you refrigerate, it will turn thick. So that's the perfect homemade yogurt that's made in the Instant Pot. Here you have it, guys, the best tasting homemade yogurt that's made in the Instant Pot. So you can store this in the refrigerator either in a glass bowl like this, or you can scoop some of the yogurt in a mason jar and then store it in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 weeks. Right now I'm thinking over all the amazing dishes I can make with this homemade yogurt. So I love making smoothies, so I'll be making a lot of smoothies. I'll be adding strawberries, apple, banana, kiwi, literally any kind of fruits can be added. That will make a perfect on-the-go breakfast. And you can also add this yogurt to your cooked oatmeal, or just add it to your freshly cut fruits. There are many Indian dishes that call for yogurt, so you can add yogurt to your cooked dal or lentils. we marinate the meat or chicken with yogurt, and it's also added to a lot of non-vegetarian dishes. So curd rice is one of the popular South Indian comfort food. You can make that, and there are many vegetarian South Indian dishes that's made with yogurt. So I'll be making all those dishes. So guys, get into your kitchen, let the Instant Pot do its magic, and let it make the best tasting homemade yogurt. So do let me know your feedback in the comments below. So if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that bell button. So I'll be back with more Instant Pot videos. Until then, happy cooking and bye!